Welcome to high school football action from the previous weekend of play.
County Warriors. Hi, I'm Nick Kirkland bringing you action tonight live from Rehobeth, Alabama. And I have Kenneth Greer with me tonight, and Kenneth is going to be making some comments for us. He's a junior varsity player with Rehobeth. And Kenneth, good to have you here tonight.
Oh, thank you. And glad to be here.
Good. Rehobeth has the ball. They'll be starting off on offense.
Blue are $15.
Rehobeth lines up. And a pitch back to DeBose, and no gain on the play.
Everybody on the Dale County defensive line there to stop him. Play may have gained a yard, half a yard. It'll be second down.
So it's going to be second and just short of 10 for Rehobeth. Calling the signals for Rehobeth is number 9, Tremikius James.
I can have your attention, please.
Split to the right is number 34, Adam Kennedy. They hand it off, and no gain on the play. So Dale County's come out playing really tough on defense tonight.
Ball hand up to 12, Brandon Kent. He's hit immediately. That'll bring up third down.
That was Kent on the carry for Rehobeth. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 9 for Rehobeth. Patrick split wide to the right. And a pass and incomplete. That pass that time by James. A little off target, but we have a flag on the play. We'll see what the call is. Officials talk things over. It's going to be pass interference against Dale County, so it's going to be a first down for Rehobeth.
Pass interference against Dale County. That will give the Rebels a first
So the
down.
Rebels are 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. So it keeps life in this drive. They had stalled, weren't able to move the ball, but they were called, Dale County committed an interference penalty to give Rehobeth a first down. James hands it off to number 32, and he picks up a lot of real estate down to the 40-yard line. Big gain that time by number 32. That was DeWitt Hogan on the carry. So what do you think about that, Ron? You're running back, so what's your thoughts on that?
Well, that was a good run.
Good run.
I don't know what to say.
Okay, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. And the handoff to number 1, Philip DeBose, and he may have gained a yard or 2 on that play. So it's going to bring up 2nd
Number 5
and about 8.
and number 50, Robert McLean there on the stop. It'll be second down and looks like about 8 yards for the
9 minutes, 40 seconds left in the first quarter. No score. It's first drive of the game. Rehobeth on offense. James calling the signals. And he handed off to number 11, Jason Kennedy. No gain on the play.
Ball handoff number 11, Jason Kennedy. Hit immediately, almost immediately.
Dale County's done an excellent job on defense except for one big play and that interference call. So it's going to bring up 3rd and about 7 for Rehobeth. Pitch back to DeBose. He goes around the left side. And he has enough for a first down, I believe. It's going to be close. Good second effort that time by Philip DeBose.
Ball carried by number 1, Philip DeBose, gets the first down for the
And
Rebels.
it's going to be a first down. So it's 1st and 10, ball spotted on the 28-yard line. Kennedy split wide to the right. They pitch it back to number 22. That's Gritter. We have a call on the play, flag. It's going to be a legal procedure against Rehobeth. So that's going to back them up 5 yards. It's going to be 1st and 15.
Legal procedure against the Rebels. That'll move it back 5 yards. The 1st and 15.
They pitch it back to Gritter. He tries to
Number 22, Forrest Ryder carrying the ball for the Rebels.
make it around the corner, and he was tackled by number 9 for Dale County.
We have a flag on the play, though.
That was Tillman on the tackle for Dale County. And another penalty on Rehobeth.
Holding against the Rebels.
So that's going to back them up even more. So they're going to take 10 more yards onto the 5 yards from the previous penalty. So it's going to bring up 1st and about 25. So they're back just shy of midfield.
Moves the ball back to the 50-yard line. It'll be 1st.
2 consecutive costly penalties for Rehobeth. After getting a first down on a really good run by Philip DeBose. James takes the snap, fades back for the pass, and he overthrows him.
Justin Patrick, pass is overthrown.
Ball a little long in that time. A lot of pressure coming from Dale County. So he had to pass that one before he was ready to pass. Good defensive pressure. 7:28 left in the first quarter. No score. Opening drive for Rehobeth.
My bad. Here we go. A little bit ahead of us.
Matt Hodges split wide to the left. James hands it off to number 22, Ryder, and
tackle made by number 10.
he gains a few yards, but it's still going to be 3rd and extremely long. Number 4, Matthew Pipkin into the game for Rehobeth. He split wide to the right. And they hand the ball off, and it's a pass. Handed it off to number 32, DeWitt Hogan, and he tried to hit number 9, the quarterback, Tremikius James, but he overthrew him. So it's incomplete, and we have another penalty on the play.
And that'll be 4th down.
Dale County declines a penalty, so it's going to be 4th down. Rehobeth's going to have to punt. Back punting for Rehobeth is number 16, Casey Merrill. Back deep for Dale County is number 5,
Back to punt for the Rebels, number 16,
James Peter. and number 10, Michael Janska.
Number 10, Michael
Peter takes the fair catch, and they'll be starting on their own 15-yard line.
Ball, fair catch is called for by number 5, James Peters. And Dale County.
I tell you, that last series for Rehobeth, there were absolutely too many penalties.
Yes, there was.
What do the coaches normally tell you when you make those kind of penalties? They don't like it, do they?
No, they take us out the game.
3-2. Dale County starting at their own 15. Shanska quarterbacking, and they handed off that time, and nowhere to go.
Ball carried by number 24, Chaz Thomas. Met there by
Thomas on the carry.
Several other Rebels.
No gain, so it brings up 2nd and 10.
Second down and 10 for the Warriors.
Okay, they're in a 3-2. They got the linebackers favoring the sides of the trip. 57. Right.
He keeps the ball and picks up a couple of yards.
Number 10, Michael Joska, running the ball
Joska
for the Warriors.
With the quarterback keeper.
Carries it out close to the 20-yard line.
Picks up a couple of yards, so it's going to bring up 3rd and about 5.
We have a water break.
With 5:58 left in the first quarter, the score is 0-0 from Rehobeth.
At this time,
It's a little sort.
Marie Poole, Christy Pitt, Jordan Taylor.
Dale County with the ball. They're trying to pick up a first down. It's going to be short.
And Andrea Cristiano.
That time, that was number 3 on the carry. Bennett
Ball run by
picked up maybe a yard or 2, but it's going to be short of the first down. So it's going to be punting time for
It'll be 4th down and 2
Dale County.
for the Warriors.
Back to punt is number 5, James Peter. Rehobeth don't have anybody back deep for the punt.
Number 5, James Peters back to punt.
Which turned out to be a good punt. Really good punt. Down to the 28-yard line.
It's down by Dale County inside the 30.
And Rehobeth didn't have anybody back to field the ball. Now, I don't think they were expecting him to kick it that far, but a really good punt that time by number 5, James Peters. So Daleville stalls on that first possession. So both teams have had the ball once, and neither team able to do anything with it. James up for the snap, and he hands it off to DeBose, and DeBose picks up a couple of yards.
Tackle made by number 44.
So he picked up 2, so it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Rick Hillman was there also.
Neither team have been able to do much on offense.
Second down and 7 for the Rebels.
Guess you can credit that to good defensive play by both teams. Hogan in the backfield.
I don't know if you worked with James or not on 4th block.
And he hands it off to Philip DeBose, and he goes around the left side, and he picks up about 5 yards. So it's going to be about, it's going to be 3rd and about 2.5.
For the Rebels.
Ball's on the 36-yard line.
Little Rebels Daycare and Kelly Superette. Little Rebels Daycare, your early childhood growth development center located directly behind the school on Haddon Road. Locally owned and operated by Linda Kelly, serving breakfast, lunches, and afternoon snacks, and where high-reach curriculum is taught. And we thank
Patrick
Little Rebels Daycare
split wide to the right.
of tonight's first quarter game.
And they hand it off
Ball
to
number 22, Ford Browder got the move to Browder.
Browder's going.
He's got the move, got a couple of guys.
Nothing but real estate in front of touchdown, Rehobeth.
Number 22, Ford Browder takes it from Rebel territory.
Good run by Grata for the touchdown.
3:04 to go in the first quarter, and the Rebels strike first. Go on top, 6-0.
That's about a 63-yard touchdown run. Great effort that time by Grata. Both teams had kind of been stalling during the game, and that time they were able to get something going, and it's good.
And good.
With 3:04 left in the first quarter, it's Rehobeth 7, Dale County nothing.
Our other first quarter sponsor for tonight's game is Kelly Superette.
Great run that time, a 63-yard touchdown run by Gerda. Great run. Get ready to kick off. Rehobeth. Good kick. It goes back to number 22, Calhoun. And he's up to the 20, about the 25-yard line, 26-yard line, 25. So Dale County will be taking over. 1st and 10 at the 25. They'll have to try to come out and get some offense going because
good tackle there by
Rehobeth has put 7 points on the board. Both teams have been a little slow on offense, but that time they were able to break it wide open.
Nobody backside.
Johnska calling the signals for Dale County. He passes it over to number 22. That was Calhoun.
Was called by number 22, Will Calhoun.
Short gain on the play.
Immediately by number 57, Tim Myers.
Tackle made by Myers for Rehobeth.
Play gains about a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9 for the Warriors.
Same defense.
Brings up 2nd and 9. Ball on the 26-yard line. Just over 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter. And that time they faked and the quarterback kept it, and the whole Rehobeth defense was there waiting on him.
Number 32,
no gain on the play.
And 51, Stephen Armstrong there also. As number 10, Michael Johnson kept the ball for the Warriors. It'll be 3rd down and 9.
3rd and 9 with just over 2 minutes left in the quarter. And they try a slant that time, but it was incomplete.
We'll have T-Rex, coach.
Just trying to get it over to James Peters. It was a little high, he couldn't get to it, so it's going to be 4th down.
Here you come.
For Dale County, they were unable to answer Rehobeth's score. This time, Rehobeth decided to put somebody back.
Number 5, James Peters back to kick for
on
the
the punt. Last time they did, and it was a very good punt.
Number 22, Cord Ryder back to field the punt.
And
just inside the 50-yard line. Where
so it's about on the 41-yard line. So Rehobeth start with really good field position this time. 1:45 left in the first quarter. Rehobeth on top, 7-0.
Yes. Right. And the one on the other side dropped back into the deep safety position. Exactly.
I need your attention, please, on the Dale County side. Someone in the stands has a whistle, and they keep blowing it, and the officials say, stop blowing it now.
We have an extra official somewhere up in the stands blowing the whistles, and kind of confusing to the players. Rehobeth on offense. Last time they scored on a 63-yard touchdown.
Ball ran by number 32, DeWitt Hogan.
DeWitt Hogan on the carry.
11, Harold Waterman.
He picks up about 3.
And also number 9 coming out of the bottom pile.
So it brings up 2nd and 7.
It'll be 2nd down and 6 for the Rebels.
Go ahead and pre-call. So he gets a field for it.
James takes the snap. He hands it off to Philip DeBose, and he's hit hard.
Good stop there by number 9.
Stopped by number 9, Tillman. No gain on the play. So it brings up 3rd and about 6.
It'll be 3rd down and 6. As the clock inside of 40 seconds play in the first quarter.
Winding down to the end of the first quarter. The handoff to number 22. Ryder. And they were waiting on him that time. Real good defense that time by Dale County.
Tackle number 10, Michael Johnson.
So it brings up 4th down, and they're going to let the clock run out, and that's going to end the quarter. The score is Rehobeth 7, Dale County nothing. Okay, back to the beginning of the second quarter. Rehobeth on top, 7-0. A punt.
Gets the punt away.
And it gets a really good roll down to the 15-yard line. So a really good punt for Rehobeth. Dale County takes over 1st and 10 from the 15, and I have with me now Bob Groves.
Yeah, that was a really good punt there, and that was a dangerous play down there on the offensive play. That could have bounced up, hit him in the back, and that would have been a turnover right there. They came out of that pretty lucky.
Dale County hasn't had good field position all night. They started the last series about the same place, about the 15-yard line. They hand it off to number 5, Peters, and he may have picked up a yard or 2.
His Rehobeth defenders were swarming on that play. He didn't have anywhere to go.
Both teams have played pretty well defensively, except for a couple of big plays Rehobeth has made. Dale County has really done an excellent job on defense. Johnska calls the signals, and he keeps it this time. And he goes up, and boy, he was hit hard. He lost his helmet. But he's okay, but a great run that time by Johnska for the first down.
Yeah, he did lose his helmet on that one. Like somebody came in there and took it off. What a great run. What a good effort. Good second effort down there on the end.
That was the first really big play for Dale County in this game, so they're trying to get some momentum going here in the second quarter.
Yeah, you notice they're running without a huddle the entire game. It hasn't given them any advantage yet.
They keep it again. The quarterback keeps it that time. He slipped a little bit, and so he falls forward for maybe a yard or 2. So it's going to bring up 2nd and probably 9.
He did slip down, but this field's in great condition.
Yeah. 2nd down and 9 for the Warriors.
Warriors have 3 in the backfield. Number 5, Peter. Number 3, Bennett. It's another quarterback keeper.
That's Michael Johnson running the ball again for the Warriors.
Johnska picks up another yard or 2. Had one successful play, Bob, and he's kept the ball the last 2 plays.
What kind of backfield was that last play, Mitt?
I'm not quite sure.
Was that the old Powerhouse T or something?
It looks like it.
Last time I saw that, had Herschel Walker and Tony Dorsett lined up with the Dallas Cowboys back in 1983 or something like that.
Well, you know, it's the element of surprise. If you're not used to seeing that and you line up like that.
And here they go again.
They hand the ball off to number 9, I believe it was. So it's going to bring up 4th down. They're short of the first down. So it'll be 4th and 5. That was number 9, Tillman on the carry.
Number 9, Tariq Tillman running the ball. 32, DeWitt Hogan on the stop. It'll be 4th down.
Now, we hadn't made any comment about it yet, but you know, Dale County's a lot of their players are going both ways, offense and defense, and it's bound to make them tired.
Yeah, they're a small team, Bob. I think they only have 17 players on the team.
Long line drive.
A good punt that time. And it goes down to the 8-yard line, 8 or 9-yard line. Excellent punt that time by number 5, James Peters. He's done a good job punting the ball for Dale County tonight.
Yes, he's done an excellent job. I remember a game years ago when Southern Mississippi were playing Ole Miss. Southern Mississippi was backed up on their 5-yard line. A punter named Ray Guy kicked it to the other end zone. You remember Ray Guy, don't you?
Can't say I do.
Oh, man. He went to play the Oakland Raiders, one of the greatest punters in college sports of all time. And he could kick that ball. That was a great punt right there.
It really was. It's, they have Rehobeth backed up on their own 9-yard line. So they have a lot of real estate ahead of them in order to get a touchdown. James calling the signals for Rehobeth. He hands it off to number 22, Grider.
Oh, hand off number 32. That's DeWitt Hogan carrying the ball.
32, excuse me.
Number 9, Tariq Tillman.
They're just playing old-fashioned hard-nosed football, 3 yards and a cloud of dust.
And number 2, Malcolm Floyd there on the stop for the Warriors. It'll be 2nd down and looks like about 7.
So it's 2nd and 7. 8:13 left in the first half. Rehobeth on top, 7-0. On the score coming with 3:04 left in the first. Ryder takes it for 63 yards for the touchdown for Rehobeth. That was off to number 1, DeBose, and he picks up a couple of tough yards.
That's Jamie Daniels and number 9, Tariq Tillman.
So it's going to bring up 3rd and short.
Continuing with our co-sponsor for Rehobeth Baptist Church, we also have programs for every age on Wednesdays. Our preschool for youth choirs begin at 6 p.m. and at 7 p.m. we have mission prayers for preschool, teen kids for the children, Wednesday worship for the youth, and prayer meeting for adults. Come join us at Rehobeth
DeBose goes out of the game.
To enrich lives, to enlarge heaven. We thank Rehobeth Baptist Church and Mount Gilead Baptist Church for co-sponsoring the second quarter of tonight's game.
And hand the ball up the middle, and good yardage that time.
Great surge by the offensive line there. Pushed the defensive line back 3 or 4 yards.
That was number 12, Brandon Kent on the carry.
Even you and I could look good as a running back with that kind of offensive line.
I probably could have picked up a few yards, but the defense would have had to be a whole lot slower.
Yeah. Well, that was a good offensive surge, and now they get another set of downs. Try it again.
It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line, 25-yard line. They hand it off to number 32.
Nothing there.
Ball run by number 32, DeWitt Hogan.
DeWitt Hogan.
Met immediately by number 5, James Peters.
There's a good breeze kicking up now, and it's not going to have much effect on the passing game. They haven't done a lot. It does help us up in the press box, blows those love bugs away.
Yeah, the wind has picked up. I wonder if this is some of the wind from the storm.
Yeah, that's a good thought.
They pitch it back to number 22. That's Grider.
Close to the first down marker.
He picks up about 5 on the play.
After the initial contact, he kept driving ahead for 2 or 3 more yards.
Great effort that time by Grider.
Tackle made by number 74, Blake Walden. Timeout called by the officials.
5:42 left in the second quarter, and the score is 7-0 Rehobeth.
This time I'd like to announce the lineup.
3rd and short. Ball's on the 35-yard line.
Got a powerhouse look.
And it's going to be close. I think he got it. Handoff goes to number 12, Brandon Kent, and I think he has enough for the first down, depending on the spot.
Should be enough for the first down.
Well,
he kind of sneaked in there.
I don't know. Okay, yes, it is. It was close.
Not by much, by the nose of the football, maybe.
But not before Brandon Kent put his head down and get the first down for the Rebels.
So it's going to be 1st and 10. Ball spotted on the 36-yard line. Rehobeth trying to keep this drive alive. They pitch it out to Crowder. He goes around the right end, and he's gone again.
Almost.
But he's tackled. That time by number 10 for Dale County. That was Michael Johnska, who's going both ways. He's a quarterback, too.
Holding against the Rebels.
Oh.
And that'll bring a good run back.
Well, that was a great run. He had good vision. He saw what he needed to cut back. He saw his hole. He cut back over here to the left. And just didn't get him by his jersey, although it doesn't matter anyway because they have a holding penalty back down the field.
I tell you, Bob, penalties have been a problem for Rehobeth here in the first half.
Yeah, they sure have. That's 3 or 4, isn't it?
Well, they got 3 in a row, remember?
Yes, it was like first down and 28 yards a while ago. So they're hurting themselves.
Yes, and coaches hate to see that happen. I tell you what, it puts a lot of gray hair in the heads.
Yeah, I'm sure when you asked Kenny a while ago, I'm sure they probably say more than what Kenny was letting on there. They probably have a few choice words about penalties.
Okay, it's 1st and 20. And he passes in. Good defense that time by number 10, Johnska. He was right on. He was step for step with him, and he was able to knock that one away.
Very good play. Good pass. Good defensive play.
Second down for all the Rebels.
So it's going to bring up 2nd and about 20. So Johnska's going both ways, quarterback and playing as a defensive back.
That'll keep him, he'll be kind of winded there. That was a great pass, throwing with the wind blowing from right to left as the quarterback was throwing.
And they pitch out to number 1, DeBose, and he's got some real estate in front of him, and he's knocked out of bounds at midfield.
Michael Johnson, they all know to play for Dale County, but not before number 1, Philip DeBose, takes it into Dale County territory. 1st and 10 with the ball on the Dale County 48.
Well,
good run that time.
Well, it's just elementary defense. Your defensive end has got to get out there and contain the play. You've got to turn it back inside. Otherwise, you'll have big gains like that every time. So just got to get outside and get that containment for them.
You know, Rehobeth has been able to pick up most of their yards on the outside tonight.
Yes,
Bob.
they have not been able to go up through the middle very much.
And they hand it off to number 1, DeBose. It's a foot race. It's a foot race, and look like DeBose is going to win it. Touchdown, Philip DeBose.
Well,
about
as soon as we say that they go around the outside all the time, they run right up the middle.
that was about a 50-yard run, wasn't it?
Yes. Well, let's see. I think it started around the 46, about a 46-yard run.
46-yard touchdown.
You might say the defensive end did his job that time. He turned it inside, but then it didn't stop.
Up and good.
14-0.
Excellent run that time by DeBose. He found an opening. He turned the speed on the afterburners, and it was nothing but end zone from that point on.
We have number 1, Philip DeBose. Number 2, Matt Hodges.
So both Rehobeth touchdowns have come on big plays, Bob. One a 63-yard run, and this last one a 46-yard run.
Right, and even though they had a penalty and erased a big play 2 or 3 plays ago, they came right back, made a big run around the left end, and then they took it right on in the next play. That shows a lot of character to overcome your own adversity, penalizing yourself that way. But they started way down about the 10 or 15-yard line. That was a long drive. It's got to be a great confidence builder for them.
Oh yeah, definitely.
51, Stephen Armstrong.
So it's a 14-0 lead for Rehobeth with 3:57 left in the first half.
Yeah, now this is obviously an important series for Dale County, but once you've driven the ball 90 yards, it gives you a big boost of confidence. And you say, hey, man, I can push this ball down the field. Dale County needs to come back, of course, and answer that right now.
65 is Ron Hovey. Number 16 is Casey Merritt.
Good kick that time by Rehobeth.
By number 22, Will Calhoun.
That time it was filled with.
Back to the 25-yard line. Will be first and 10 for the
And
continuing with the Rehobeth lineup, 66.
that was returned by number 22. Will Calhoun. So Dale County is a lot better starting position this time, field position.
Right, at least right in front of the 20 instead of behind the 20.
Right, the last two times they started out on the 15-yard line. So
now once again they go about a huddle.
That is your Rehobeth Rebel varsity football lineup.
Johnska back on offense. We saw him make an outstanding play on defense. He puts that one up in the air for grabs, and he caught it, but he was out of bounds. Then we have a flag on the play.
Receiver did come down with a pass. Pass was out number 5, James Peters. But we do have a flag right at the point of reception.
Well, you'd have to assume that's going to be defensive interference, although it looked like they were both going for the ball.
I think they're gonna call pass interference against Rehobeth. So that's a big gainer for Dale County.
It is. Well, the official was down there closer than we were, but they looked like they were both going for the ball. But it'll be first down and 10 for Dale County. Now they're.
So they declined the penalty, Bob, and took the play. I guess he must have had. I guess he was in bound when he caught the ball.
Oh, well, you see, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, so Dale County in the best field position that they've been in all night. So 3:44 left in the first half. Score 14 Rehobeth, nothing Dale County. Be first and 10. The ball on the 49-yard line of Rehobeth. So this is the first time tonight Dale County has been able to cross the midfield.
Right, and that was a great pass play in video. What a great catch. I thought he was out of bounds, but he was not.
That time it's a keeper by Joska. He's still on his feet. He spun that time and rolled off of a tackle, and he picked up, I believe, a first down, very close to a first down.
Oh man, he looked like a piece of popcorn, one of those old hot air popcorn machines we used to have. He was bouncing around in there, and finally he got 10 yards out of it.
So Dale County showing some signs of life here in the closing minutes of the first half.
3:14 to go.
And they hand it off to number 24, and he should have enough for a first down with his forward progress.
Right, he's over the 40-yard line.
That's Tyler Davis there on the
Yes, he has enough, so it's going to be, let's see where they're marking the ball at.
First down.
Yeah, it's going to be a first down.
First down.
So this has been a good drive so far, Bob. They started out on the 25, and they've advanced down to the
excellent.
Inside the 40.
Now I'm just curious, when are they calling their plays? They're never having a huddle. How do they know what do they call it?
He fumbled, and that time Johnska lost the handle on it, but I think he recovered it.
Fumble on the play, I believe. The Warriors recovered.
Yeah, they did recover it. So they will keep possession. So it brings up second and 9.
2:30 and counting to play in the second quarter.
I see them. They're looking at their armbands, Mitt. Apparently they've got their plays written down there, and they're calling their plays. They read the armbands, and they all know what they're doing.
Saying a no offense, you try to keep your defense off guard.
Well, one of the things that you would expect out of a no-huddle offense is that they would quick count, get down line and just snap it and catch the defense off guard and charge ahead, get some yardage out of it. They have not done a quick count as far as I know. Well, apparently it's their offensive philosophy. No-huddle offense all the game.
So Dale County, after moving the ball very good, they've seen them stall once they got inside of the 40. Johnson rolls back, and he is met by a couple of defenders by Rehobeth. That's number 57. He was there waiting on him, Tim Myers. Great tackle that time by Myers.
Very good defensive play. They just came blowing through there. Didn't have anybody that hardly touched them.
Johnson didn't have much of a chance there. The ball's back out to the 45-yard line, and they're going to punt.
Well, he's had good success punting tonight. The wind is blowing from his left to right, and he'll need to angle it off to his left if he wants to keep it going downfield.
Back deep for Rehobeth is Grider.
He'll stand on about his own 12-yard line.
And it's a low snap, but he gets it off and gets up a beautiful kick. And it goes in the end zone, so it'll be coming out to the 20.
4.5 seconds to play in the first half.
Now, I tell you, that boy can kick the ball. Auburn, Alabama better be down here looking at him.
Yeah, he's done an excellent job of punting tonight. He's really helped his team.
Now, that would have been considered about a 45-yard kick there, but he kicked it from way back behind midfield.
Yeah, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for Rehobeth. Ball's on the 20. Under 1 minute left in the first half. They're leading 14-0. And they pitch it back to number 1.
Ball hit number 1.
Philip DeBose, and he picks up around 14 yards. So good first down play for Rehobeth.
Oh, yeah. But you always love to pick up 14 yards on your first down. And he managed to stay in bounds, so the clock will start again as soon as they spot the ball.
1st and 10 for the Rebels. Ball on their own 34
I think they're just trying to run out the clock, but they're moving down the field while they're doing it.
They pitch it over to number 22. Ryder, he's still on his feet. He picks up another first down.
Number 5, James Peters there on the stop. As he picks up the first down.
Now, does that kind of remind you of watching Southern Cal years ago? They called it student body left, student body right. Pitch it out, pitch and run. That should be the last.
Call by the Rebels.
Well, that would have been the last play of the first half.
I think they're probably going to try to go for a long pass on this play, Bob, to try to get maybe in field goal range and call timeout and go for a field goal.
Well, they could do that. They got 17 seconds left, and their place kicker that kicked the extra point kicked it way through the uprights when he was doing the extra point. So if they could get down to the 20-yard line, he might have a chance at a field goal.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If they could get it down to about the 20, they'd be in pretty good shape, and they could add on to their lead. Right now we have 16.9 seconds left in the first half, and it's been all Rehobeth this half. I tell you, Dale County has done an admirable job on defense, but they have not, except for the last drive, they haven't been able to put any offense together.
Right, and again, it's a small squad. The boys are having to play both ways, and it's just got to be tiring out there to be playing offense and defense. But they're doing very well, all things considered. Hanging in there. 20 seconds. They put 4 seconds back on the clock.
Rehobeth in the eye. And they hand it off to DeBose, Greta, and he's hit hard. The ball pops out, but it was already blown dead.
On the stop after a gain of about 1.
That was a good hard hit that time by Dale County.
Well, that's a little puzzling. You take a timeout thinking you're going to set up a throw downfield, and they just run a simple handoff. And then they call another timeout. So we'll see what they have up their sleeve this time.
There's just 9 seconds left in the half, and the ball's on the 48-yard line of Rehobeth.
Well, I haven't had a chance to see the Rehobeth quarterback play all year. I don't know how strong his arm is. But he does have time for one Hail Mary down the field if they choose to do that.
So Rehobeth probably may be able to get off one more play.
9 seconds left.
Possibly 2.
9 seconds.
It's got to be quick, whatever they do. Ryder in the backfield.
Yeah, there he goes.
James throws it incomplete. He's trying to get it over to Patrick, but it was just a little short.
Yeah, I believe the play clock official must have been a little slow starting that clock. They didn't take about 2 seconds off the clock. But so they still got 7 seconds left to go.
Ball's on between the 48 and 49 yard line. So this will probably be the last play of the half. I said that about 10 times.
Now look, hey, look, we're back up to 9 seconds.
We're back up to
again.
9 seconds, okay.
A lot of deja vu or something.
Okay, well.
It's third down, though.
James drops back.
There you go.
And he lays it up in there and almost complete. And we thought it was going to be a flag on the play.
Yeah, it was a good long throw down there. And there's still 2 seconds left on the clock.
I think the Rehobeth fans think interference should have been called on that play.
4th down for the Rebels.
Well, it didn't happen, so it's going to be 4th down, and they're going to, I would assume they're not going to punt.
There he is. He's in there now,
They're going to run around for 2 seconds.
And they throw it, and he's wide open. Oh, no. I thought he was throwing it to the receiver. Number 9 was wide open that time.
Well, he may have started throwing it that way, but again, the wind is blowing from his way from right to left, blowing back toward the press box here. And so it may have started that way, and the wind, strong wind, blew it back this way.
Yes, because number 9, James, was wide open on that play. If he could have gotten him the ball, that would have been 6 points. So at halftime, the score is Rehobeth 14, Dale County nothing. Hello and welcome back to Rehobeth, Alabama for a matchup between the Rehobeth Rebels and the Dale County Warriors. I'm Mick Kirkland, and I have with me Bob Gross. Bob, what do you think of this game?
Boy, it's been really great. It's a perfect night for football. Man, it's great, 75 degrees. And just wonderful out here. It's been a great football game, especially if you're a Rehobeth fan. Dale County hopes to catch up this half. But it's been a good football game.
Yes, it has. So Dale County gets the ball, and he's still on his feet.
Oh, he almost broke it.
Yes, he did that time. Let's recap the scoring from the first half. Rehobeth scored twice in the first half. First time in the first quarter with 3:04 left in the first. Ryder ran for 63 yards for a touchdown to give Rehobeth a 7-0 lead. In the second period with 3:57 left, it was DeBose going for 46 yards and a touchdown to give Rehobeth a 14-0 lead. Daleville had put together one drive, and they weren't able to put much else together.
All right, it's a fumble, and Rehobeth has recovered.
This is not the way that they wanted to start off the second half with the turnover deep in their own territory.
No, the ball carrier was fighting for that extra yardage there, really giving it an extra effort, and that's when the ball popped out.
You know, that happens a lot, Bob. You see a lot of fumbles when the carrier is trying to get some extra yards and somebody popping it loose on it.
Yeah, that's a disappointment because he had gained 3 or 4 yards, and that was a good start for a first down play.
So Rehobeth gets the ball on their own 32-yard line. They pitch it back to number 22, Ryder. He tries to go to the outside, but the defense of Dale County did an excellent job that time, cutting off him from getting to the outside.
Well, they did a good job on the pursuit, even though he was able to get outside. They strung it out all the way to the sideline. He eventually stopped and tried to come back in, but there was nowhere to go.
So it brings us 2nd and 9 for Rehobeth. Ball's on the 30-yard line. James calling the signals for Rehobeth. He pitches it back to Ryder again. and he's still on his feet. That time he picked up about 5 yards on the play.
He was kind of slippery, sliding through there. 2 or 3 tacklers had him in their grasp, but he went on through, picked up 5 yards.
So he picked up 3 on the play, so it'll be 3rd and 7.
Oh, 3 yards, okay. But he was able to get far to make some positive yardage after the initial contact.
So Rehobeth's trying to convert this 3rd down play.
They're trying to capitalize on this turnover. It wouldn't exactly put a nail in the coffin, but it certainly wouldn't help Dale County.
And they get over the Grider, and he's still on his feet, but he's going to be short.
Made by number 22, Will Calhoun. Makes the stop.
Calhoun making the stop for Dale County.
Well, I don't see any movement on the sideline for a field goal team to come out.
It's 4th down.
Oh, it's 4th down.
Yeah, the linesman down there, the fellow with the sign had 2nd down. But it is 4th down, about 5 or 6 yards to go.
You think they'll go for it, or you think they'll go for the field goal?
Well, I haven't seen anybody come out for a field goal. I think they're going to go for it.
4th down and 6 for the Rebels.
It would be a 45-yard field goal, so I'm sure they're not going to go for the field goal.
Well, you know, if they don't make it, make the 1st down, they still have they'll be backed up, Dale County backed up in their own territory. That time a slant across the middle, right on target to number 10, Justin Patrick.
Hooking up with number 10, Justin Patrick.
Very good play. Just a simple slant across the middle. He hit him right on the numbers. Robert he could catch it, and he picked up a few more yards afterwards.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Rehobeth inside the 15 with 9:27 left in the 3rd.
Yeah, it's a good play. You wonder where that one's been all night.
I don't know. They pulled that one out. Halftime, you know, you talk over things.
Yeah, good play.
Hand off to Grider, and he's been pursued and run down, and he's going to be thrown for a loss.
And he's met by 44, Jamie Daniels.
Well,
that was Daniels for Dale County on the tackle. Real good pursuit that time, and they threw him for a loss.
Well, it was one of those plays. He had a lot of open ground in front of him, but he was caught from behind.
So it brings up 2nd and 11. Ball on the 14-yard line. And he hits on another slant. That time James hits number 34, Kennedy, on a slant. And he moves the ball down to the 5-yard line.
Down about the 5-yard line. Well, it'll be 3rd down and about 3.
Still leaves
first down.
Wasn't quite enough for a 1st down, but it gets them closer.
Still leaves 3 or 4 yards for the 1st down. Excellent play. See, they're spreading the field almost every play, sending receivers wide left and right.
They hand it off to number 32 again, and that's DeWitt Hogan. And he's probably
carrying the ball.
Was it Grider? Forward. Yes, 22.
1st and goal for the Rebels.
Well, he got a 1st down there.
No, that was number 32. Actually, that was Hogan on the carry. So it's going to be 1st and goal from the 1. Rehobeth leading 14-0 midway through the 3rd quarter.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line for the Rebels.
And he hands it off to Hogan, and he drives across, and it's a touchdown. That time they showed a lot of patience, Bob. They just chipped away at the yard. A couple of real good passes on that series.
Yeah, they did. They threw the ball twice, 2 slant patterns, and picked up a 1st down on one of them. Got down to the 5, did a very good job of mixing up the plays. That last run there, he just kind of kept pushing and pushing, and finally got across the goal line.
And Bob, this was all because of a turnover. Dale County turned the ball over deep in their own territory, and it was a walk-in for Rehobeth.
Oh, and he missed that extra point.
Play in the third quarter.
We'll see if he comes back to haunt them later.
County Warriors 0.
So the score is Rehobeth 20 and Dale County nothing. Okay, we're set to kick the ball off. Rehobeth just scored a touchdown on a 1-yard run by Hogan to go up 20 to nothing.
16, Casey Merrill back to punt the ball. Kick off. And ball goes out of bounds.
So the ball goes out of bounds on the kickoff.
Tom Richter kicking the ball of the Rebels.
Yeah,
they will spot the ball at the 40, 35 or 40.
I'm not sure where they spotted in high school football. They're going to do it
No,
over.
they're going to have to kick it over.
Maybe they. I'm afraid I don't know the high school rules. They're good enough. Maybe they don't do that in high school.
Evidently, I don't know them too well. They get to kick it over, so.
Back it up and do it again.
Yeah, back them up.
Rebels receive the ball.
And he's kicking into the wind, so that he's going to make it hard to get it further down there. But it still went inside the 20-yard line before it went out of bounds.
Back deep for Dale County is 10 Jonska and number 22 Calhoun.
Fielded by number 22.
Calhoun gets it, and he gets out to the 25.
Tyler Davis, and also 57, Timothy Myers.
So it's going to be first and 10 from the 25.
Oh, just outside their own 25-yard line.
That's good sound basic football there by Rehobeth. Everybody stayed in their lanes, went straight down the field, and they made the tackle. And again, here's the no-huddle offense.
So if Dale County is going to get back in this game, they're going to have to get something going mighty quick because they are getting deeper and deeper behind. And that time, a great defensive effort by number 22 for Rehobeth.
22, Court Grider there to make
Grider playing both ways, Bob, and he's making an impact on both sides.
Yeah, that was a very good defensive play. A lot of good surge there. But I believe they handed off to the man in motion that time coming across.
Loss on the play of about 2 yards, so it's going to be 2nd and 12. That time, good pass that time. The quarterback, Jonska, tried to hit number 5, Peter, and Peter just couldn't hold on to it. It was a good pass.
He didn't try to hit him. He hit him in the hands. Yeah, he just kind of dropped that ball. That was a great pass.
A lot of times receivers are looking ahead before they catch the ball, and he didn't look that one in. And
right, he didn't hold on to it.
And it went right through his hands.
That would have been a first down. Good pass, good pattern.
First down and possibly more.
Just didn't close the deal.
Quarterback keeper that time. Jonska still on his feet, and boy, they come in and they drill him.
Nowhere to go.
That was number 9 coming in for Rehobeth, drilling him. That was James, the quarterback. He's playing both ways. Both of these schools have players that play both ways, and we have a flag on the play. We'll see what the call is.
Yeah, that last play, it was a designed quarterback keeper from the very beginning, but it looked like he just ran into a herd of buffalo. Just a surge of blue going the opposite direction.
It's illegal procedure against Dale County. We hope to decline, so it's going to be 4th down. Back to kick for Dale County is James Peter. He's done an excellent job so far tonight, kicking for Dale County.
Let's see how far he can boot this one. He has been kicking them a good distance down the field.
Grider is back deep for Rehobeth.
The wind is blowing from his right to left.
Punt.
There's another good one.
And Grider gets it on the run, and he's still on his feet, but he is met hard by number 56. David Reynolds comes in on that kickoff return and hits Grider hard.
Yeah, that got the fans from Dale County charged up down there. They haven't had a whole lot to cheer about yet. and they really appreciated that good hit at the end of the play.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Rehobeth. They're in an excellent field position.
Yeah, they're starting across midfield already.
Yeah, they're on the 48-yard line of Dale County. James drops back.
Number 9.
And just over the head of Justin Patrick. They had hooked up earlier for a big gain on a slant. That time, if it was just a little too long, he couldn't catch it.
Just a little bit. He was open, and if he caught that, he's going on down to the end zone.
Depending on that play for the Warriors.
Called timeout here.
An official timeout on the field.
Timeout on the field with 5:57 left in the third. Scores for Rehobeth 20, Dale County 0.
Okay, we're back.
We're back.
And Rehobeth has the ball, 1st down 10. That looks like a wishbone.
And James stumbled, and it was almost intercepted that time.
That was a little behind the receiver that time.
Yeah, he was a little off balance that time. He slipped when he stepped back to pass.
I tell you, they came out in the formation that looked just like the wishbone. I wondered if they were going to run the triple option. That has some great looks back there tonight. That powerhouse backfield and the wishbone.
Yes, they have. So it's going to be 3rd and 10.
They have 3 receivers out to the left.
Ball still on the 48. They pitch it out to number 1, DeBose.
He's got the move. He got the 1st down.
And DeBose runs strong. He picks up about 15 on the play. So it's going to be a 1st down for Rehobeth.
Well, I think you could say he has what they call a slashing running style. He just took off through there and weaved his way through, bounced off a couple of guys, and ended up with about 15 yards.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. 5:28 left in the third. Drive started on the 48-yard line. And they hand it off to Grider. And he chalks up some more yards. Picks up about 5 on the play. We've seen him do quite a bit of running tonight.
We have. That was your basic off-tackle play. He ran up to the left, and he cut out to the left and gained 2 or 3 more yards after he made that cut.
Grider had the first touchdown for Rehobeth, a 63-yard run with 3:04 left in the first. So he's been a big part of this offense tonight. They hand it off to Grider again. He fakes and he moves over to, and he's still on his feet. Good effort that time by Grider. He was going for that 1st down, but I think he's going to come up a little short.
Well, it's still 3rd down, so he has another chance to get it.
We have a penalty on the play. Let's see what the call is.
See what the call is on the flag over here on this side of the field.
Well, from where the penalty flag is.
Looks like it's going to be against Rehobeth. They're marching backward.
It's way out here on the right side of the field.
Offsetting, unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
Offsetting penalties, unsportsmanlike conduct. So the ball will stay where it is. So it's going to be 3rd and 1.
Well, it must have happened. Maybe it happened over here where the flag was thrown away from the play. I didn't see any altercation going on.
Yeah, the flag was thrown away from the play.
Way out toward the sideline. Okay. There you go. They lined up that wishbone look again. Gives it to the 1st man through.
I don't think he got it.
Oh, it's going to be close. Depends on the spot.
Number 11, Jason Kennedy carrying the ball.
It's going to be 4th down. He didn't get it.
Number 5, James Peters on the stop for the Warriors.
So I bet you they're going to go for it.
I think they're going to go for it. That's going to be about a 40-yard field goal.
Down
they had success last series, and they were able to get a touchdown.
Yeah, they had a 4th down, and they threw that slant pass. I doubt they threw a slant pass this time, only needing 1 yard, less than a yard.
They're probably going to try to power it up the middle. And that time, it's yeah, I think it's second effort. It's going to be close. It's going to be close.
Yeah, he kind of slipped in the backfield as he was taking off there. And,
Hogan on the carry. It's going to be close. It's just going to depend on the spot.
Right with the
and from where the ball is spotted, Bob, I don't know if he made it.
They're going to measure.
They're going to bring the chains out. Let's see if they have.
Yeah, they may have called his forward motion stopped, but the pile stopped in one location, and then it surged forward.
Oh, yes, he got it probably
by the nose
of the football, yes.
Yeah, just barely. But, as they say, barely counts.
Football is a game of inches.
That was good second effort. The pile stopped, and then it moved the second time.
And the second effort was made the difference on that play.
Yes, since they didn't make it but about 3 or 4 inches, they needed it. 1st down and 10 from about the 26-yard line.
Rehobeth keep this drive alive. They started on their own 48, on the Dale County 48. They give the ball to Grider, and he goes up the middle, and he's still on his feet. Down for another 1st down. Down inside the 15 on about the 13.
22 Court Grider running hard for the Rebels.
Yeah, he had someone hanging on his ankle there for the last 2 or 3 yards. Oh, penalty again.
Another penalty. That's a very expensive penalty that time.
Holding against Rehobeth. Flag was thrown at about the 25-yard line. It should march it back to about the 35, I guess.
Rehoboth has had some costly penalties tonight. They have really been costly.
Well, they have, but you know, they had one, it was said earlier on in the first half, but they overcame those penalties, and they marched down the field and scored. So we'll see if they can. We'll see if they can do it again here.
Ball's back out on the 35-yard line. Be 2nd and 19. 2.5 minutes left in the 3rd. They're going to slant, and we're going to have a interference call. That time I think Joska got there a little early, and he had his hand on him, and I think they're going to call him for defensive interference.
Right, and the slant play had worked twice before. We'll see what the call is here.
So if they call interference, yes, it is pass interference.
And I suppose that'll be automatic
first, yes.
Of course, I think 15 yards.
Pass interference against the Warriors, and that'll be a 1st down, 1st and 10 from the Warrior 20 for the Rebels.
It's going to be 1st and 10. Ball back to the just inside the 20.
Well, one penalty kind of offsets another, and we come back to where we were. 1st down and 10 from around the 20.
And they hand it off to Grider, and he goes between defenders, and he picks up about 6 or 7 on the play.
Well, his offensive line's opened up some good holes for him. He's finding those holes and following right in there. He went left and then cut left and just headed down at an angle toward the goal line.
So he gained 5 on the play, so it's going to be 2nd and 5 from the 15.
The coach is always happy when you can pick up 5 yards on 1st down.
James hands it off to, that was number...
Yeah, they don't want to quit.
That was number 32.
Good drive.
That was DeWitt Hogan on the carry. That was a hard hit that time by Dale County.
That was a lot of work just to pick up 2 yards, but he kept driving and trying to push ahead.
So it brings up 3rd and about 4.
William Davis for the Warriors.
Let's see if they try that little slant pass play again. They have a receiver wide right.
and pitch it back to number 1, DeBose. And he's still on his feet. They thought they had him tackled, but he's and finally half of the Dale County team finally brings him down. But it's a loss of about 5 on the play. Ball's back on the 25.
Well, it's hard to know if that was a design play or not for that. He cut back and started going back the way. It looked like it was a design play, and except for one player, he could have gone on around and gone back around that way, maybe to the end zone. But that one player stayed with him and forced him on back and finally collared him and got the rest of the team back there. But so trying a field goal this time. Looks like a 40-yard attempt.
40-yard attempt, and it's up. It's up, and it's right through. No good. It looked like it was through.
Yeah, it's hard to tell from here. He had good distance on it.
Yeah, it just hooked to the left a little bit. It was he had the distance. So with 22 seconds left in the third, the score is Dale County 0 and Rehobeth 20. Ball on the 20-yard line. A missed field goal attempt by Rehobeth. So Daleville has it. 22 seconds left in the quarter.
Dale County has it spread out all over the field.
And that time it was a quarterback keeper.
That's kind of a little misdirection without the misdirection play. They had 3 split out wide left, 1 wide right, and the quarterback just ran it.
Number 15, Derek Sampson there on the stop. 2nd and 8.
So he picks up 2 on the play, Johnska, and that's going to end the third quarter. So at the end of 3, the score is Rehobeth 20 and Dale County 0. Of the fourth quarter, Rehobeth leading 20-0 over Dale County. Ball's on the 20-yard line, 2nd and 8. And it's a quarterback keeper. That time Johnska keeps it himself, and he picks up a few yards.
Yeah, he faked it inside and went back outside himself. Boy, what a beautiful night for football, Mitt.
It really is a nice breeze in there.
That's what high school football is all about. I tell you, beautiful weather, good crowd over there on the home side. Although some of them, I think, have started leaving because their team's ahead. But great night for high school football.
Johnska hands the ball over to number 24.
And they didn't go anywhere on that play.
Tess Thomas, and nowhere on the play. So it brings up 4th down. 4th and 5, so they'll have to punt. And one of the bright spots for Dale County tonight has been that punting game.
Well, that is true. That's very true. Unfortunately, that's kind of a bad bright spot, isn't it?
It sure is.
You hate to have to practice that much punting.
Yeah.
But he has done a great job tonight.
Back deep for Rehobeth is number 22, Bratter. Punt up. And it goes out of bounds on the 42-yard line. Good punt by number 2. Number 5, James Peter.
Yes, as good as he's been punting tonight, I'm sure he would be happy to say, guys, I'll stay on the bench if you could score. It just hasn't happened for him yet tonight.
Yeah, it's been a tough night for Dale County.
But as they say, hope springs eternal. The game's not over yet.
10.5 minutes left.
I don't even see a fat lady warming up to sing, so they still got a chance.
They hand the ball off to number 32, Hogan, and he breaks a couple of tackles, and he picks up about 6 yards on the play.
Yeah, it was good hard running, and he did break 2 or 3 tackles. The defensive guys are bound to be a little bit tired after being out there almost all night.
So it's going to be 2nd and 4 for Rehobeth.
You know, so I don't mean the defense has been out there all night. These guys are playing both ways and giving it all they got.
They really have played hard, Bob. They have. They've been, it's been an uphill battle for them all night, but they have really given 110%. Quarterback sweep. James goes across the 45, inside the 45 for a first down for Rehobeth.
Old-fashioned quarterback kicker. He took off around the end. They did not have containment on him. He got outside.
That was a good run by number 9, Tremekius James.
What year is he, man? Let's see.
James, he's a 12th grader.
Well, that would explain he's got good poise out there. He's had some years to build up his experience.
And I'll tell you, the post is running like a freight train. I'll tell you what, the defenders were bouncing off of him that time, and I think he picked up a first down.
Yeah, they were bouncing off. He
the 31-yard line, first and 10.
After the first man hit him, I bet he got another, I don't know, 6 or 8, 10 yards. He went a long way down there.
Good hard running that time.
Freight train, huh? That's a pretty good. You know, my son likes to put quarters on the railroad track and let a freight train run over.
So it's going to be first and 10 from the 31. Rehobeth with the ball. They pitches it back to number 32, Hogan, and he picks up about 9 yards on the play.
Well, not to take anything away from Hogan there. That defense looks mighty tired, and they're taking advantage of it by running right at them.
So it's going to be close. They're going to, officials going to take a look at it and for a measurement.
I don't know the official statistics about the rushing yardage, but Rehobeth ought to have a pile of rushing yardage tonight.
Yeah, they've done a good job running the ball, and the times they passed, they've been very successful on the slants, Bob.
Right. Yeah, they had the 2 long runs and then numerous 10 to 15 yard gains throughout the night.
So it's going to be first and 10 from the 22. Just over 8.5 minutes left in the game.
Look at that wishbone look again.
Ball picked back 32 to win Hogan.
Hogan with the ball again.
He carries forward.
Oh, the wishbone look.
He takes it forward for about 4 or 5 yards, about 5 yards.
Yeah, wishbone going on out there. It makes me think that's Johnny Musso years ago, you know.
Oh, yes.
Second and 6, I believe 74.
So it's going to be second and about 5 yards. Ball's on the 17-yard line. That time it was a James with the quarterback keeper.
Well, James turned, looked like he was going to hand it off to his up back, and instead he just, they all ran as a group, just plowing down through there. He was running right beside his fullback.
So the ball is inside the 10 on the 9-yard line. So it's going to be first and goal from the 9. Into the game for Rehobeth is number 10, Justin Patrick. He and James hooked up for a long gainer earlier in the game. He gets it over to number 34, Reynolds, for the touchdown. So that was a 9-yard touchdown pass.
Well, you might call that a fade route. The pass faded a little quicker than he wanted it, but the receiver made an adjustment, came back and got it.
So Rehobeth adds to their lead, and they go up by a score of 27 to nothing.
Now we're back. Here's the kickoff. Kicking it deep, taking it about the 10-yard line. He's coming straight up, going toward the left side. Still on his feet. Out to about the 24, 23-yard line over there on the far side.
So Dale County is back on offense, and they've only been over the 50-yard line one time tonight, Bob.
Well, you're right. They have, and they had a good sustained drive that time, but it petered out, and they did not score. So it's about 7 minutes left in the game. they're ever going to get started, now's a good time.
They've got to get something going here if they want to put some points on the board.
Well, and they stay conservative. They hand it straight up the middle, and there's no yardage there. Lost a couple, I think. They had 3 men split out wide left. I thought maybe they'd open it up and just try to start throwing the ball. They're still running that no-huddle offense, although apparently it has not given them any advantage as far as quickness. And so taking the defense by surprise. There's a give up the middle again.
I tell you what, this Rehobeth defense is toughening up here late in this game.
Right, that they're not giving up anything. You think they might just kind of take it easy, being up 27 points, but they're staying right in there with it. I'm really kind of surprised at the play calling. I thought they would open it up and try to go downfield some and move the ball down the field a little faster. Third down and almost 10, about 9.
That time it was a little high. It was trying to get the ball over to number 5 for Dale County. That was Peter.
Well,
so it's going to bring up 4th down.
I guess that will be another punting situation here. A little under 6 minutes left in the game, and Rehobeth has no one back deep to receive. There you go. It takes a long roll down to the 33-yard line. That turns out to be a really good punt. Had a good roll.
So it's 5:44 left in the game, and it's all Rehobeth.
Yeah, the punter saw that there was no one back deep for Rehobeth, so he didn't worry about trying to get any air on it. But, he kicked a low line drive and then took a long roll down there. Good for Dale County. We have timeout now. The score is Rehobeth 27, Dale County 0.
Okay, we're back to action now. Rehobeth first down. Ball's on the 33. They could just take time off the clock now, Bob. Just get a couple first downs and they can run the clock out.
Just run it straight up the middle.
Welch, number 20, carrying the ball for the Rebels. I think that's the first time we've heard his name called tonight.
Well, you're 27 points ahead, 5 minutes to go. You can let a lot of different people play. Coaches love those situations, of course, and they get a chance to put in some other players that don't usually get much playing time.
Yeah, we have a new quarterback in the game, number 3, Martin Kingery. Kingery hands it off to number 33, who's still on his feet. Matter of fact, Bob, we don't have number 33 on our roster.
I'm not sure, but I think most of the offensive line are new in the game. They are excited about being in there. When they broke huddle, they sprinted up to the line of scrimmage, got in their positions, and fired off the ball. They are excited about being down there.
Ball on their own 44-yard line.
That time, a delayed handoff, but no gain on the play. That was a handoff to number 25, Anthony Myers.
Gained about half a yard. Second down and 9.
Leave that ball here by number 25, Anthony Myers.
Clock still running with about 4 minutes left to go in the game.
They just need to pick up a couple more first downs and they can run the clock out. The Ball handed off to number 20.
Johnny Welch goes up the middle.
Welch goes up the middle. He picks up a couple of yards.
Number 9, Tariq and number 10 also. Michael
So it's going to bring up third and about
It'll be third down
7. 3:42 left in the game. Rehobeth on top 27-0 over Dale County.
Third down. We'll see what see if they let him throw a pass, give him some experience. No, they're just gonna run it and try to keep the clock running.
They handed off to number 19, Ben Granberry.
You know, earlier before the game started, they called the names of a couple of young people at this school that had passed away this past week. We don't have their names with us, and they have stars down there on the field. We see them on our screen now, and we certainly want to send our condolences to the families of those young students who have passed away.
It says L and TJ, I believe, Bob.
Yes, it's from this side of the field. It's kind of hard to see that, but we certainly want the families to know.
AL and TJ.
Maybe that's Al. I'm not sure,
Yeah.
but our hearts go out to the families.
But it's really a tragedy, you know, anytime anything like that happens.
Game against the Rebels.
Right. So we express our sympathy to the families.
We'll see if we can get the names of the players, of the students.
Here we are, 4th down, and going to punt. We hadn't seen too many Rehobeth punts tonight.
Casey Merrill gets the punt off. Field on the run, fumbled.
And I think it's going to be Rehobeth ball. And they do. That time, number 10 for Dale County couldn't hold on to it.
Certainly is not what they wanted there. That wasn't in the coach's playbook at all.
So Rehobeth has the ball back in good field position. They are inside the 35 on the 34 with 2:36 left in the 4. Ball off to number 33, and he breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, and he's still on his feet.
Oh, hang off. 33.
Yeah, there was kind of a shovel pass there, a sideways shovel pass, and he took off, went around the right side. Somebody grabbed hold of his jersey, slowed him down, and he got up in the crowd and kept pushing ahead. You know, it's the great thing about high school football that we're right above the band for the Dale County side, and you'd think that they're 27 points ahead instead of 27 points behind.
But that's great, Bob. Good school spirit.
They're having a great time down there.
And that's the way it should be. Should be, you know.
And there's one person down there that's got good sense. He's ringing a cowbell. From all the monitor.
And a fumble, and Dale County gets it. And so Dale County gets it back on a fumble. Number 24 for Dale County.
Fumble recovered by number 24.
Recovers. Thomas recovers for Dale County. So they'll get another chance. I know they're hoping that they can get some points on the board and not remain scoreless.
Well, let's see if they open it up this time and just throw the ball downfield. They certainly don't have anything to lose. With a minute 44 to play, been behind by 4 touchdowns. Let's see what they try here. They're in the shotgun, so you would assume they're going to throw a pass. No, they're going to run the quarterback keeper.
Joska fumbles it, and Rehobeth gets it back. So we've had 3 fumbles here in the last couple of minutes, Bob. And
they've had 3 fumbles in about 4 plays.
and the team...
That's the kind of thing that drives the coaches on both sides crazy.
Right, and the offensive team have fumbled the ball over to the defensive team all 3 times.
Yeah, you know, even if the coach is behind, he doesn't want his team doing that. He wanted to work on basic fundamentals, and stay up to snuff and come back and try again next week.
So they hand the ball off to number 25 for Rehobeth, Anthony Myers. So they can just run the clock out now. Run one more play and play or two.
Maybe a couple of plays, and that'll be it. Both teams played hard, and obviously Rehobeth has had the upper hand as far as the score. But it's been a great night for football, and a lot of fun out here. Had a great halftime show with both bands being on the field, and some little small cheerleaders out there twirling the batons.
He takes a knee. So it brings up third down, and we have a flag on the play.
Nothing's easy. There's a flag, yeah.
We'll see what the call is.
They're just trying to run out that clock, but that clock doesn't want to die.
It's against Rehobeth. Illegal motion. So they're going to back him up 5 yards.
Try it again, try to run the clock out.
So it's going to be third and about 15. A second and 15.
About 15.
Well, he's going to come out and take a knee, we assume, just like he did before. And then have to run one more play, and that'll be it.
They packing it in tight. He's going to take a knee. And he does take a knee. 30 seconds left.
That'll be it.
This will be the last play of the game.
Yeah, they haven't started the 25-second clock yet. They're just going to let the clock run out. Well, it was a great night for football, Mitt.
It really was, Bob, and I tell you, first half, you know, both teams really struggled a little bit until Rehobeth was able to put something together with 3:04 left in the first. So Rehobeth comes out on top in this game by a score of 27-0 over Dale County.
Yes, it's a good game. A lot of good plays on Rehoboth's part. A lot of offensive excitement there. Long runs and some good sweeps around the end from 10, 15 yards a lot. And there's all the guys. They're shaking hands and high-fiving it. It's good to see that sportsmanship.
Okay, let's recap the scoring in the game. For Rehobeth, the first score came with 3:04 left in the first. It was a 63-yard touchdown run by Grata. He broke loose to the outside and took it for 63 yards for the touchdown. Next score coming up with 3:57 left in the second. It was another big play, a 46-yard run, TD run by DeBose. The score at halftime was 14-0 with Rehobeth leading. In the third with 7:12 left, a 1-yard TD run by Hogan to put Rehobeth up 20-0. They missed the point after, so it was a 20-0 lead. And with 7:15 left in the fourth, a 9-yard pass from James to Kennedy to put Rehobeth up 27-0, and that was the final score. Bob, it's been fun with you and tonight. And we had Kenneth Greer in for a short time earlier in the game, and
I think Ken decided it's not quite his calling yet. He decided he's going to wait till he gets out of the 8th grade before he takes up any more sports announcing.
And we want to congratulate Kenneth. He plays on the junior varsity, and he scored 3 touchdowns this year.
Yeah, that's what he was telling me. I think he's a good athlete. He's just a quiet young man. Doesn't want to do a lot of talking. He wants to do his talking on the field.
On the field, and so far this year he's done it. He had 2 touchdowns in that last game against Providence.
Yeah, Rehobeth will be glad to have him in a couple of years up there on the varsity team.
Oh yeah, definitely. So that's going to wrap it up from Andrews Field here on the campus of Rehobeth High School. And the final score is Rehobeth 27 and Dale County nothing. On behalf of Bob Gross, our cameraman, and co-announcer, I'm Mick Kirkland saying good night.
You've been watching high school football action. Join us again next time for more high school football action right here on your local channel.